NFTs have become a pretty important part of everyday life, and they're so widespread that we see something related to them on the news almost every day. With such a wide customer base and high returns, scammers are bound to loiter around hoping to make some money. Well, don't you worry now. In this video, we've compiled the top 7 scams that you need to look out for. Now sit back, relax, and invest safely. First up, the world of NFTs has become a breeding ground for scammers. Yes, we know that it's dramatic, but in all fairness, it's also true. We all witnessed non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, take the world by storm in recent years. Weird pictures of monkeys, memes, and other bizarre things were being sold off for millions. These digital assets exist on blockchains, and each has unique data and a bunch of identifiers. Blockchains help to verify the transactions, and with the help of inbuilt smart contracts, they allow the creators to get royalties from the sales. It seems sort of surreal, but if we say that we easily understood the process and didn't watch several videos on YouTube hoping to make sense of the entire thing, then that would be a complete lie. And honestly, even after binge watching NFTs 101, we weren't really able to grasp the entire concept. If you're anything like us, you also probably felt confused and frustrated from time to time while trying to understand the process. And during these moments of complete confusion and frustration, doubt was born. Once we really didn't understand NFTs, we began doubting them, which painted a huge target on our foreheads. Now, NFTs weren't going anywhere, so it became impossible to stay away from them. And when the skeptical folk began investing in them, they weren't really aware of what was going on, hence becoming a perfect target for scams. It's very hard to avoid scams since the NFTs only exist online and can easily be created. In fact, studies suggest that around 90% of NFT owners have experienced a scam in one way or another. So what can you do if it's so hard to avoid scams? It might seem complicated, but we're here to act as your knight in shining armor, ready to slay scam dragons for you. Now, here's something you need to know. Scammers aren't afraid to go to extreme levels to empty pockets. So, of course, it's going to be hard to spot them before it's already too late. And, of course, scams don't happen for a few days. It could take months or even longer. Now, the first scam we'll be covering is phishing. Phishing, with a P, of course, is an age-old scam, but with NFTs, it can cost you a huge fortune. This scam is when con artists try to fish personal information out of you. So be wary of sharing your social security number, medical records, driver's license number, birthday, and home address online. If a scammer can get this out of you, then they'd be more than willing to sell it online to the highest bidder. Equipped with this information, con artists can open an account with your information. A common trick used by scammers is asking to verify your wallet's passphrase or private keys. By stealing this information, they'll be able to access your wallet and thus steal your NFTs. Even experienced individuals fall victim to such shams. Arthur Chun, who is the founder of D Finance Capital, ended up losing $1.7 million worth of NFTs from his wallet. That happened because he mistakenly clicked a link in an email through which his personal information was stolen by scammers. Next, stay safe from catfishing. This is a pretty common form of scam, and we're sure you know someone who's been catfished. Now, this doesn't happen only in dating, but it's also a usual occurrence in the world of NFTs. So, similar to dating, catfishing in NFTs also involves fake social media profiles, which try to coerce the relevant information out of the victims. This could either be done by clicking on a malicious link or giving out your passwords. Scammers might also send you fake crypto wallets and ask you to deposit funds there. So here's what you need to do. If there's an ad saying that there are hot singles in your area, well then let them remain single. Here's some shocking information for you. A survey found that almost 40% of NFT creators are following a fake NFT account. And the threat only becomes greater. As the market is becoming saturated, the number of scammers will continue to increase. And of course, be wary of fake airdrops and giveaways. Now, you might be familiar with this marketing strategy where companies give away free cryptocurrency of NFTs to different users. This helps in spreading the word, but also provides scammers with free entry into your phone. But there's one thing that you must keep in mind. Airdrops are always free. Yep, that's right. So if anyone is asking you to make a payment before receiving an airdrop, then take that as the biggest red flag there can be. Abort the mission and get out of there, as these people are out to get your personal information. The survey mentioned above also asked its participants if they had ever participated in a fake giveaway. Well, turns out that around 41% of the participants had fallen victim to such forms of scams. Well, just remember, if a giveaway ain't free, it ain't worth it. Now, let's talk about the rug pulls. This sounds very brutal, and it actually is. This takes a cold heart to carry out out, and well, we're certain that scammers do have a stone-cold heart. Rug pulling basically includes a company or developer carrying out extensive marketing for their product. They try to hype it up as much as they can in order to boost the value of their NFT. And when the NFT has reached what they think is the maximum value, then they'll pull out. Just like that. This ends up leaving the investors without any cash as the developer runs away, taking the money. And you know what's even weird? This isn't considered to be illegal. Next up, fake NFTs are another major scam. Fake NFTs are basically when scammers mine someone else's work and then sell it into the marketplace while disguised as the original creator. Fake NFTs could also include copied work or accounts that push stolen properties. So the more famous the NFT is, the greater chance there is that it might be stolen or fraud. Now, when buying NFTs, you need to steer clear of accounts that only have a few or one NFT. You also need to look carefully at what is being sold to you. Compare the piece you come across to the one that is present in the original collection. Apart from all these, there's also hacking across platforms. These are basically hackings that occur across the site. Of course, you can't really do much about this, as it's highly dependent upon whether the site you are using is safe or not. But one thing we can suggest is that don't sign up for platforms that seem shady. You can use a well-known site with reliable security. Always go for platforms that have a well-established and highly satisfied customer base. But there's a slight silver lining. If a platform-wide hack occurs and it turns out to be the fault of the owners or people in charge of that platform, then you're eligible for reimbursement if your account was affected. For instance, earlier this year, Crypto.com was hacked, but pretty soon, the customers were reimbursed their lost amounts and the accounts that fell victim to the attack were fully restored. If you're having problems figuring out whether a platform is legit or not, then remember to read its terms and conditions to gauge an understanding of how they will react if there was a security breach. Also, make sure that your assets are stored offline in a cold wallet. This will help you keep them safe. And lastly, let's discuss the sleep minting scam. This is basically when a scammer would use someone else's account or wallet to create a fake NFT. The victim is usually a famous and well-known artist that has a big fan following. This NFT is then sold in the marketplace after the ownership is transferred. This transfer basically lets the potential buyer think that these NFTs are authentic and thus have a high value. You can stay safe from this by following the creator on social media. You could always reach out to them directly if you're in doubt about a certain asset. And another thing you should look out for is if, in the transaction history, the owner gives away a highly valuable NFT for free. This is always one of the biggest red flags out there. Scamming has become a wide-branched industry, and some of these are epically creative. We were especially in shock when we found out about sleep minting. It's shocking to what heights the human mind will go to earn money through illegal ways. Just stay safe and don't lose tons of money out there to some fake account. That's a wrap for this video, guys. Have you ever fallen for an NFT scam? Do you know any other NFT scams that we might have missed? Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more awesome videos like this.